You've changed. How do you feel when someone says that to you? I've been uploading consistently and being intentional in all my social media platforms for a few months now. And obviously, as I'm putting myself more out there, I'm bringing more attention to myself. And this particular comment, the typical "you've changed," I've been getting it a lot lately, especially from people who are close to me and people who are from my same background. And it's true, I have changed. And I've thought a lot about it because I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. For a long time in my life, I wasn't happy with the results I was getting. I wasn't happy with my results in my career, happy with the results I was getting with women. I wasn't happy with the financial results I was getting. I wasn't happy in a lot of areas. And for a long time, I was dead set on doing things my way. And it wasn't until 2 years ago where I hit my breaking point and I realized that what I've been doing so far clearly wasn't working. And I had to change something. And that something was me, because I was the problem. My mindset was the problem. The person I was and the things I was doing clearly weren't working. That was the very same reason why I was in a place that I didn't want to be. Now, when it comes to the topics that I like to talk about in most of my social media, I mostly focus on, of course, I'm sharing my self-improvement journey, but I'm mostly focused on talking about mindset, how to improve financially, and just sharing general experiences that I've gone through that have actually benefited me or helped me improve in some way. Whether it's, like I said, like fitness, at work, just creating content, or having options that build your social life, etc. But even though this has gathered me a decent amount of support, like good attention, people who have reached out to me, saying that I've impacted them in some way or that I motivate them, which I'm thankful for, and that's the reason why I do these videos. But there's also another group of people that I understand why they do it, but there's the group of people that call me arrogant, call me sellout, call me a traitor, and all these other adjectives, right? And again, I understand why they do that, because I was once in their shoes. And when I saw someone doing or pursuing what I'm preaching, it poked at my insecurities. And it made me very aware that I wasn't where I wanted to be. Out of all the things that I get called, the one I think about the most is when people call me arrogant. The reason being is I genuinely don't think I'm arrogant at all. I believe these people are more arrogant than I am. And let me explain. I was humble enough to recognize that I was the problem. What I was doing wasn't working. I was the common denominator in all my shortcomings. So let's say my shortcomings with my ex-girlfriends, shortcomings with being unsatisfied at my job, at my social life. And I recognize that, okay, what I've been trying so far hasn't worked. I need to take a step back and re-examine my mindset, or another word for it, my belief system, because what I had wasn't working. So I had to try something different. Literally, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, let's give something else a shot. And now these people, I believe the ones that like to reach out and call me out the most, I believe that they are the most arrogant because they aren't willing to admit that they are the reason why they are in such a bad situation in the first place. There's a huge lack of accountability in society today in general. No one likes to be held accountable or come to terms with the fact that they could be doing more, and instead they'd rather blame their situation on many different things: the government, gas prices, circumstances, the weather, whatever. But the truth is that I'm willing to bet that there's a huge list of things that you can actually take that they or you, whatever, they can take control of to better your situation before you even get to a point where you have to worry about those things. And I'm saying this just like a short rant because I used to be, like I said, on the other side. I used to be insecure. I used to be unhappy. I used to be dissatisfied. I used to have troubles with everything. And now that I consider myself to be on the other side, I want to help anyone out there who understands or believes that they can actually get out of that situation and come to this side. Because it is possible. Because I've done it. And I'd say that these past 2 years is where I've experienced the most personal growth, much more than what I did the first 26 years of my life. And it sounds like, the woo-woo answer, but I literally had to completely rewrite my mindset. And it's something that has factored into other areas of my life, and I've seen the benefits of it. And after I started seeing the results, it just adds more motivation, more proof that this is the right way to go, which is why I'm going to continue to double down on this approach until eventually I hit a roadblock, or it comes to a point where I have to upgrade my belief system again to get to that next level. But for those who are still stuck on the old ways, don't spend time or energy trying to bring down people who are looking to improve or better themselves, because honestly, that's not going to get you far in life. It's better to build than tear other people, because once you start building and you adopt a certain mindset, you're going to start attracting people with that same mindset. And believe me, the people I hang out with and spend the most time with now are people who actually think similar to what I'm saying. It's a positive mindset, an abundance mentality. And once this happens, you're also going to start becoming more aware of not only who you were, but of the people who still have a victim mentality. You can't really save everyone, but there are people who I believe, given the right circumstances or the right wake-up call, they can actually make the transition from the bad situation to the better side. Let's put it that way. And hopefully the messages that I share in my videos are messages that resonate with those type of people. That's the type of audience that I'm really targeting when I share my experiences, because I want to help out anyone who's in the same shoes that I was 2 years ago, right where I was at my worst. That's pretty much all I had to say. It is possible, Just always remember that. Keep that in mind. You don't have to stay where you are. You can always move. I hope you don't take that literally, because it goes beyond that. But anyways, needed to get that off my chest. Hopefully this message gets to someone out there. And if not, I'm gonna still keep making videos. But as always, I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.